Hey, it's Deborah Poneman, founder of Yes to Success, where we provide knowledge and tools for you to live your ultimate life. And ageless, anti-aging for your brain, your body, and your future. And I am so excited about my message for you today. One of my dearest friends of over 2 decades is a fabulous woman named Mary Pat Knight. She's a corporate coach and a platform speaker and an author and founder of the company Leaders Inspired. Well, she sends out this absolutely brilliant blog every other week, and I so look forward to it. They're deep and useful and life transforming. And the one I got yesterday, well, as soon as I read it, I said to myself, this is my success Saturday. And it just so happened that we had a lunch date today, and I asked her if she minded if I shared her blog with my community, and she said, absolutely fine. So here it is. And if you want more from her, which trust me, you do, I put a link under the video where you could start getting her biweekly newsletter also. So the title of the blog was The Art of Direct and Kind Leadership Communication, Balancing Clarity and Compassion for Effective Team Development. Now, remember, she's a corporate coach, so she's talking about team development, but this is not just about communication with your team at work. I already use a formula to give feedback to one of my contractors, and wow, were the results profound. And I also forwarded her blog to a bunch of my friends who have kids, and I said, I think we just figured out how to give feedback to our children. So here's what Mary Pat says with just a few of my own edits sprinkled in. I'm going to read it. I didn't memorize it. Here's what she says. Let's talk about feedback. It's crucial to get this right. Feedback is a pivotal aspect of effective communication, leadership, and team development. Poorly delivered feedback breeds mistrust. Understanding the difference between criticism and feedback is vital. Criticism attacks, often targeting someone and masquerading as an effort to ensure their safety. Think of critical parents. So she says, first, look out for absolute statements like you always or you never, and even you should, because these are red flags signaling that you're going into criticism. Criticism stems from fear, from ego, from opinion. Criticism disregards feelings, it disregards desires, and it disregards effective communication. Criticism also imposes character judgment or assumptions about choices that somebody has made. So let's be clear, criticism is not feedback. Feedback aims to improve, focusing on behavior rather than personality. It's a dialogue, it's not a lecture. It steers clear of judgment or assumption. It guides people towards actions and attitudes and new perspectives that will help them have more successful outcomes. Effective feedback is about course correction and learning. It's about reframing mistakes as opportunities for growth. And this shift builds trust and enhances overall team performance. When delivering feedback, remember the acronym FDNK. FDNK, because it translates to 4 magic words. Here is the way to give feedback. Here's the blueprint. Drum roll, please. Number 1, F. F stands for factual. Stick to facts and observable behavior to show what can shift or change. Your opinion does not count. Sorry. Number 2 is D, and D is for direct. In uncomfortable situations, people might tiptoe around the issue. A leader's duty is to communicate clearly and directly, ensuring that the other person understands the situation. So no tiptoeing. be direct. But number 3, N, is neutral. I love this one. Clean your filter before offering feedback. Your filter is made up of your perceptions, your biases, your judgments, your prejudices, your assumptions. If you don't clean your filter and come from a neutral place, then your feedback will most likely inadvertently become criticism. So important. And finally, number 4, the K, is kind. Even in moments of frustration or discomfort, remain kind. Mistakes, even willful ones, don't warrant eruptions or criticism. Don't you just think about this in terms of your relationship with your partner or your parents or your kids? So valuable. Tough feedback can be delivered with kindness, which then fosters trust and receptivity. Remember, feedback is relational. When feedback is given in a supportive, fair, and collaborative manner, the likelihood of triggering negative emotions and defensiveness decreases. Feedback is about supporting someone. It's about reinforcing helpful behavior and guiding them to change unhelpful behavior so that they can achieve success. It's not about defeating an opponent that's standing between you and your goal. So step into the power of effective communication with direct and kind feedback, leadership, and team development for a workplace that people can trust. And I will add, not only a workplace that people can trust, but friendships people can trust, family relationships that people can trust. I used to be afraid to give people feedback because I conflated it with criticism. I didn't even know the distinction. I didn't stop to think about the distinction between feedback and criticism. And I know what happens when I'm critical, especially with my kids. But now that I know to use this formula of factual, the facts, ma'am, only the facts, not your commentary or opinion on the facts, direct, communicate clearly, neutral, clean the filter of your biases and judgments and assumptions first, and kind. And no matter what, there is no reason ever to not be kind. So now I'm kind of looking forward to facing the types of situation where feedback is needed instead of running away from them. How about you? So that's it. Have a great week skillfully giving feedback, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye for now.